Top of the morning, y'all. Hope you're doing good. Coming to you from little old Mississippi. And if you watched the Elon and Trump interview last night, this is what we're going to be talking about. I got some points on here that I don't think anybody else is going to bring up, and it's really, really important that we bring this stuff up because of moving forward. I want to say our sponsor for this video is First Cup Coffee. They're out of Texas. They got 12 different roasts. They do not burn their coffee like Starbucks and all that other crap. Non-woke coffee, y'all. Patriots who love America. This is where I want to spend my money on every single thing that we sponsor on here, on every single thing that we highlight, because of the fact that a lot of our money goes to woke companies that hate us. And this is some dadgum good coffee, okay? firstcup.com/buddy. Get 10% off using the code. And I'm going to put that link below. All right, y'all, so first off the bat, if you watched this whole thing last night, they started like 37 to 40 minutes too late. They got overwhelmed because when you got 200 million people logging on to watch an interview, it's gonna crash some stuff. I had to get in through a chat room that had limited capacity. Somebody was live streaming it on YouTube. No idea who it was. I was able to listen to it audio, and that's probably the way y'all consumed it as well, because it just got crazy overwhelmed. If you watch the response though, this is what's interesting. The Harris campaign said this is just a bunch of old, rich men. She didn't say white men. I'm surprised at her restraint there. A bunch of rich old men sitting there having a discussion. You know, it doesn't relate to middle America. Rich old men. Kamala, I understand Trump, but Elon is 53. And you're 59 years old, sweetheart. You still think, I think she's going back to her hoeing days. You know what I'm saying? She still thinks that she's Montel Williams' side piece and she's about 23, 24 years old. Darling, you about 60. And Elon's younger than you and infinitely more successful than you'll ever imagine. So here's what I want to point out, y'all. The Olympics has been going on. I ain't been watching it. You ain't been watching it, but it's been going on. A lot of, people have been watching it evidently. They're the best athletes the world has to produce, right? But the Democrats saying this is a bunch, the world's richest man and, another billionaire, and sitting there talking and making fun of that. And then making fun of the fact that Twitter crashed because they had so many people overwhelming the system. It's making fun of success. You see what I'm saying? And I don't go to an Olympic athlete if I want to, become a high jumper or run the 400 meter or whatever I'm trying to do and say, who won 7th place? Who was last? Who was dead last in line? That's who I want to learn from. That's the Democrats' strategy. I'm surprised more people don't see through this. You go to the gold medal winner. That's your mentor. That's the person you sit down with and you say, how do I learn from you? Okay, these are some rich old men. Old means wisdom. Old means you've been around the block. I'm only 42. I love to sit down and I love to speak with people who are 70 plus because there's wisdom. If you hate wisdom, then learning and success is not for you, because these people have wisdom to give and they also have time to give. Here's what else I want to say. People don't realize, y'all, censorship is one of the most beautiful things on planet Earth. When I released my country music album, this is probably the last one I'm going to do for years. I'm taking a little break right now. I'd had 2 Billboard country albums. I'd had 1 #1 album on iTunes. One of the biggest moments of my life. Never in a million years did I ever think that was going to happen again. When Truck Sessions got released, Spotify censored it. They blocked it. Amazon censored it. They blocked it. iTunes was the only place that had it, and so many people don't even use iTunes anymore. But you know what happened? Because of the fact that the news got out that it was getting censored and everyone went to one place, they overwhelmed that system, and that was my second #1 country album on iTunes. It also hit Billboard and became my 3rd Billboard album. Censorship is a beautiful thing. As we know, censorship in the church thrives when we're getting censored. And I know a lot of you Christians don't want to get stomped on or censored in any way, but I personally think it would be a beautiful thing if it's actually really hard to meet in churches anymore. If they want to, call us, try to censor our speech and have to go out into the woods like right now to talk about Jesus, to sit out here and open our dadgum Bible and to fellowship with about 13 people instead of a congregation full of hypocrites. You know what I'm saying? Censorship is beautiful. That is why people are scared. They don't want a guy like Elon and Donald Trump sitting down together and discussing ideas. I'm going to tell you something else too. If y'all been watching, the European Union is threatening Elon Musk. They're threatening the heck out of him, saying, if you put Donald Trump on there, if y'all put this, this interview out there, we're going to come after you harder than you think. First off, European Union, you can just go to hell. On behalf of America, we enjoy free speech over here. We do what we dadgum well want, and I believe if you go back and you check the record You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for us. I'm proud to be an American. We saved your butts in World War II. Germany would have just walked right through you, and you wouldn't be here. So free speech is something we love and enjoy. If you want to be a part of it, great. If you don't, then we just don't care. You can't stop us, and you can't tell us, what we can and cannot post. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. Censorship is awesome because it becomes a niche. If you give something away for free, like that stupid U2 album, 15 years ago where they gave an album for free? I never even listened to that dadgum thing. I don't want to hear it. It's free. It's not hard to get. It's not sexy. It's not a niche. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? When you have something that is hard to get, that instills this primal, need inside of us to say, I've got to have that. So yeah, go ahead and take away the Bibles. I promise you, there's going to be more people reading their Bibles than ever the day you try to take away the Bibles here in America, the day they try to burn the Bibles here in America and take away that. There's going to be people studying it. And, like I said, that verse about, Lord, I meditate on your word day and night. We're going to have to digest it. We're going to have to know it. When you fight for something, y'all, it becomes precious. And that's what I'm trying to say. Now, I want to prepare y'all for something. I'm just going to end like this. If they can overwhelm the systems, or maybe it was Democrat bots overwhelming Twitter last night, if they can overwhelm, AT&T and shut that down and knock out the internet at strategic times, right? And they're already preparing us for solar flares. Let me guess, October 2024, right? If they can do all that kind of stuff, then they probably will, in a massive and unprecedented way, try to censor everything that is going on, and they will probably try to rig the election, 100%. It's getting to a point now where you have to accept the fact that they're gonna rig this. And Trump, yeah, he'll win, but they're gonna rig it, and we have to prepare for what true censorship of our lives is gonna look like, with free speech, with our Bibles, with the things you say to your kids, with things they bring home, and you can't even correct them, with your teachers. I promise you, you're going to find out what you're made of very, very soon, my friends, if they win, because you're going to have to take a stand. You're going to have to make that decision of, am I going to go to jail? Am I going to stand in the gap? Am I just not going to care? I mean, look, it's just not in me to bow to communist orders and stuff like that. And that's the stuff that's coming down the pipeline. May the Lord come and get his church very, very soon and get us out of here. May he come very, very soon, because it's getting wild. It's getting really, really bad, and we all know that. But I just want to encourage y'all that censorship is a good thing, and when you see these things, it means there's a lot of people like you and me fighting that are still awake and still have that primal need to say, we want the truth. And the truth is worth fighting for. The truth is worth living for. All right? That's all I can tell you. Go drink some First Cup coffee. This is some good stuff. God bless y'all. Be good.